Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making this. I haven't finished it off. I'm going to finish it off on another video because I'm going to show you how to make the flowers that I do to go on there, that I did on these ones. So they're like this. Okay. Very much like that. They're very much like that. In fact, they're very similar. Okay, so this is what I'm making today. I'm showing you I'm doing different things that I've not done in the other video, in the other journal. This is a journal, okay, with all the different pockets and things and writing space. Okay, it's very small and mini and it's very cute, and will do for somebody who would just like to write a few things down. I think that's very, just an introduction one or something like that, but to show how pretty they can be, because they are. This one's very pretty. It's even prettier because I've chosen papers that I didn't even know were matching, so it's non-intentional. You don't have to have them matching. Doing a Marcia bow here. Yep. So thanks so much to Marcia, helped me tie the bows like that to make them little things come up there, rather than one down here and one up there, which what I would normally do. So, and thank you so much to anybody who's given me a thumbs up today or in the past. Thank you so much to anybody who has subscribed to my channel today and the past. I've got some papers on Ko-fi. The intention is I've got them on there because I can't get them on, people can't always get on Facebook or don't want to be on Facebook. And also I don't know how to put them on the channel, otherwise I would have done that as well. Okay then. And I don't know how to put them on Buy Me a Coffee either, but there we go. Okay then, so let's go and I'll show you how to make this and what I've done. Okay, right then, so this is what we're hopefully making today. Yay! So this is the one, no, this is the one I made second actually, because there's another one somewhere. I made 3 altogether, and I've got, that's the closure for that one. And so I've got this. I was thinking about that as writing space, but yeah, I've got things, cards and things. Right, that's that one. I've got those for the this is tulle, don't put it through at the end, and then I've cut the ends off, so it's made that, which is quite nice, isn't it? Then I've put a piece of tulle through the rest of that. Yeah, 3 holes. You make more holes, I suppose. You can make 5 or something. Do all that. 2 if you want to put it in something. Or there's this idea where you haven't got a closure at all, or you could use a clip, paper clip. Yeah, paper clip, that's the word. And I've put a dangle on there. That's really cute, that is. Yeah, I was intending to just put that in, but obviously I did it. So I've put the ball pin in, and then this is actually full of stuff. Okay, and the little flip. You don't have to do the flip, but that hides those little extra flowery things, which is so simple to do, which I enjoy making. Oh, very good, very cute. Okay, so right then, so I've got 3 pieces of paper now. I was just checking. Oh, that's a similar colour. I've chosen this on purpose because it's got these beautiful journaling lines on the back. Now, I've got ideas, don't worry, to help you if who haven't got anything on the back. And also that one's got quite a good thing on the back too, so that would be useful. And that one, that's just a thing we're looking at later. So I'll take this, go the other way round. Now I've got one, a new scoreboard, but get that out of the way because that's the one that cuts. It's difficult for me to work out which one that cuts because I was thinking the black one would cut. It's actually the pink one that cuts. So I'm trying to think the bolder colour cuts. Okay, but yeah, it's difficult to do that. So this is my Christmas present. So it's just, I'm going to first score this at 2 3/4. If I can do it. So that's that one, and then the middle 3.5. Yes, so 3.5 would be there, and then at 4 1/4, I think. Okay, 4 1/4, making sure it's pushed against that edge. Okay, making sure that's the one. I did cut it actually yesterday. I think it was this one, but I did cut it, but it didn't matter because I could glue it together. Okay, so that one's done. I'm going to bend that inwards. That's the inside. I have scored it on, okay, on the long side. Okay, so that's all. That's actually worked the best. The best one. What's going to go wrong now? Right, so I'm going to corner around all these. I like to corner around them. Don't think it'll make any difference whether I do or not, actually. But I think it looks better. Right, this is the inside to me. That's going to be the outside. I'm just going to check because it is very difficult. Let's have a look. Right, outside, yes, journaling bit, yes, that's right. Outside the journaling bit, right. I'm going to move it down a bit because it's going to catch on my thing there. It's very big, this. Yeah, my son got it for me Christmas. I wanted it. I said, oh, get me that, that'll do. And it's, yeah. 3 3/4. No, it's actually 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to score it at, so that one's a scorer. Okay, move it back so I know where I am. Next one is 4 1/2. So you can see I'm getting used to this. Yeah, so if you ever, you know, you don't, because I didn't know what one of these was. Yeah, you have two things and you just have to be careful you don't. I've never seen anybody on video actually using the wrong one, actually. So you might just see it for the first time today. Right. There we go. And that's 8. So I'm scoring that at 8. So I'm not using the scoreboard, I'm using this. And then it's 11, so you leave an inch at the end there. So this is 12 by 4. Oops, come on, get in there. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters completely. Right, hopefully, have I got any more scoring? I have got scoring to do, yes. Right, and I'm going to use this bit as well. Okay, this is actually covered, that's actually origami paper because I didn't like the design on the other side. It was fish. This is really pretty, then it had fish on the other side. And I love fish, but I don't know what's wrong with the fish design. I just couldn't, I didn't like it. So that's fine. So that is actually, is it 3 1/2? No, it isn't. It is 3 by 4, isn't it? And you need to score this one at, if you're using this one, you don't have to use this one. And you seem to score them on the inside. This one's at 1 1/4 inches. And you score that on the 3-inch side. So that would bend like that, yeah. I've got a thing somewhere. Right then, so I'm just going to put this away now. Okay, I showed you folding this one and that other one, but I didn't show you folding the other one. Let me just make some corners. Right then, so I'm going to do mine in a certain way because I've been doing those in a certain way. So I'm going to do these in a certain way. Right, okay, that's going to be, it doesn't matter which way you bend them, obviously, initially at all, because you can always bend them the other way anyway. So I'll find out, and I think that is right, actually. Believe it or not. I think that's right. Because that bit goes there. And I'm using this bit as the pocket side. No, hold on a minute, I'm doing it like that, aren't I? What am I doing? This is the wrong way. Right. Okay. Right, so this I'm using this because I like that for journaling, because this is like a journal. It's really nice, actually. I really like it. And right, if I look at that, I know that goes. I've got it upside down. That's why. Right. Okay. So now you want your 3/4 inch on the right side on your left, and fold that back. Fold that up, and then with the next one you fold that backwards like that. So that's what it looks like on the back with your flap, and that's what it looks like on the front with the plain. There, look. Okay, this is the so then I'm going to make that a pocket. I'm going to join those together, so I'm going to make a thumb notch. So I'm going to put a thumb notch in here. Right, I'm going to get it in the middle, whether it's going to be on whichever side. You can do it like that, or you can do it like this. I'm going to do it quite deep for a change. Whee! It always does that, doesn't it? There we go. Right. You could make the pocket thing this side, but I always do it that side at the moment. Okay. Oh, I've got another idea. You could use that as a journaling spot as well. I've got another idea. I don't know whether to use it. It's up to, I'll tell you what the alternatives are. There's loads and loads of different alternatives you can use for this. Okay. So now I'm going to cut this. Scissors, yeah, here they are, handy dandy scissors that I've just taken out of the thing. Yeah, there we go. So we cut a triangle off there. This is on the 3/4 bit, don't get confused. I always do. Right, and then you cut a little bit off there like that, just for, no, it's not too long. Okay. Right, so then get this is your cover. Now the cover, you have the shorter bit at the front, pretty side, whatever you like, and that's, I would say something, perhaps that's going to be the journaling bit. I've got an idea for the journaling, and we're going to glue that into there like that. Okay, we're going to glue it into there. So you want some sort of glue where you can adjust. Possibly you could use double-sided tape, but I would rather use something where you can adjust it. Okay, and I made sure it's not going to be catching on there. Why is that? There's no glue. Well, I don't know what that is, but there's no glue on it. Right, okay. I've cleaned this really, really well. I was actually going to show it on video, but I didn't. I'll tell you in a minute what I did. Okay, so then we put this, sandwich that in between there, making sure we're sort of level with the fold line rather than the. This is why I needed adjusting. Yeah, there. And make sure that's straight with that. I can't see, but is that straight with that? Yes. And it's not against there. And I'll be able to fold that in. Because it's quite tacky now, isn't it? So it will be, oh yeah, for that. Yeah, I use this because you can squeeze the glue out that you don't want in there, like that. Yeah, get a glue cloth and things like that. So that should be perfect now. You've made sure that it's level with that and level with that, and that's level with that and level with that. When I did this one, accidentally cut it, it did make it a bit skew with because I didn't check. Right, what did I do to clean the glue? I used those, oh dear, I've only got an example. Yeah, that's a good example. These brushes you use for between your teeth. I used hot water in a pot. I didn't do it in the sink because in my sink you could easily lose them little lids. Yeah, I don't know if you've got one of those sinks where you won't, but yes, with mine you definitely would. Right, okay, so what I can do now, fix that in, is glue this on as a pocket. So I'm going to glue there and here. For some reason I'm being really slow and careful today. Look, and oh yes, I've got an idea as well. Right, I needed to tell you this, didn't I? I forgot to tell you. If you haven't got double-sided paper, don't worry, there's several things you can do. If you've got single-sided paper, there's things you can do if you like. If you want to leave it white, that's fine. But with this one, I have covered that with origami paper. So you would cover this one. I think that one into, yeah, oh yes, that's right, yes it is. It's the front and the back of the cover like that. You don't have to cover the middle. You can do it if you want. There's other ways of doing it too. And also a bit there, and that bit there, and this little bit here as well. Okay, is that not glued up? You have to push it down a bit because it's not behaving. There it goes. I'm trying to unglue itself. Or the other idea is, if I can find it, is that it? Is that, oh, is this one of them? Oh, this is another one I did. Oh, that was double-sided as well. Well, that's the other one. I've got another one, haven't I? That I made. Just look for. And with this one, I did stenciling. So that's stenciling. Yeah, so I did it, you know, messy stenciling, as to say. Just do it anyhow. And I did that bit as well. That bit, all in there. That's the extra bit there. So I've done the extra bit. You only need to do one bit. And yeah, that cover there. Yeah, you'll probably see which bits it is. I'm confused now. I should have told you at the beginning. Right, so it will be, yeah, that bit there, that little bit, that bit, and obviously this bit as well. Yeah, and then the other side of the I'm using pinks. I didn't even know I was using pinks. You can do what, you know, you can use what earth colour you like. You don't need to match it at all. In fact, it looks absolutely lovely when it's not matched. Let's do it like this. In fact, that isn't matched, is it really? It's not that I'm doing it on, it's this bit actually. So what am I doing? Yeah, it's that way around. Yeah, the cover's actually yellow, but it's got pink flowers on. Yeah. You can do it like me, match them. I think it looks really pretty. Right. So now I'm going to glue. This is the inch bit, isn't it? I think. So I'm just going to glue. There and there. Am I? Yes, I am, yes. Glue in there and there. Okay. Okay. You don't have to have any journaling parts. You can just decorate anything you like. You don't have to have a journaling thing for this, which is what I just like it. I just like the idea of that, having, you know, is the idea of journaling, because in the second one, was it this one? No, that one is, that one you can journal on. The second one, I have got really dark paper. It's this one. So you can't, well, I suppose you could. You can do what you like. Right then, so let's have a look. Yes, I'll do that afterwards. What I tend to do is decorate these afterwards. Okay, there's this bit. I'm going to have that bit on, aren't I? That's the longer flap at that side. Oh, it's going to be, is that going to be, oh no, doesn't matter. No, that's right. So I've rounded the corners of that, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to glue along here and along there as well. Okay, so up to the roundy bit. I'm not going to go beyond that bit because it will well, you won't get a big enough pocket basically, will you? I'm going to come down now, go like that, yeah. Oh, we're going to make sure that's level, because that does not look level, does it? To make sure that's as level as possible. Okay, sounds like the sun's home. Right, okay. I think the sun's home. Let's have a look. Oh no, perhaps not. Right, and then that should be glued as well. So you've got lots of little pockets, and let's see how many pockets and tuck spots we've got. Okay, none on that page yet. I'm going to do one on that page. You've got this one. Ooh, let's use this old, let's use the one I couldn't use. Right, that's that one. You've got that tuck spot there. You've got the flap and the tuck spot there. And that's it so far. Right, so what do I do for this one? Okay, so I'm going to put something on that page, but I did think of another idea which will work. Lovely. So what have I done with this one? I've put a pocket like that, and it's a tuck spot. Okay, but I'm thinking I can do something else instead. So we can use that as journaling. Yeah, you've probably guessed what I'm going to do, but let's show you how to do the pocket. I think it's 4 inches by 6 inches. So I want a 4 inch by 6 inch piece of card. Alright, so I've got a piece of 6 by 4 card. Doesn't matter which, as long as it doesn't matter which way it's up, it's fine. Right, okay, so I'm going to now put that at 1/2 inch, which means putting it there-ish. You don't even have to have this regular, it doesn't really matter. It looks just as good whether it's regular or not. So that's the scoring bit, yeah. And then I'm going to turn it round and do the other side at 1/2 inch. You don't have to say you don't have to do 1/2 inch both sides, yeah. And then, right, there's a, I'm not sure. It's always the max, isn't it? So that'd be something like, it needs scoring at 3 and, let's have a look. What did I do that at? Probably, yeah, 3 and a, yeah, score it at 3.5. So I've got 3.5 at the top and the rest down there is at 2.5, something like that. Right, there we go. Okay, these are the pockets that I like to do. Okay. So now I'm going to fold these over and that up like that. You can do these in several different ways. You can Make up your own little way. I'm trying to find it. Is that the... Let's do it on this side so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to put a triangle out there where the fold line is. Okay, and then I'm going to... So there's parcel for me. Right, so then I would... I like to do a thumb notch there. You don't have to, but I like to. You can... Actually, you'd like to see what it looked like without a thumb notch. It would look like that. I'd flatten it down a bit. It does tend to do that. Okay. And then, so I'm going to go in the middle there and put an. I'm going to put a deep one in. Make sure it's in the middle, because what I do is tend to catch it like that. So it's, and then I can just adjust it before I. It's quite deep, that one. That's a lot deeper than what I normally do, but I'm going to cut them off anyway, possibly, depending on what is going to happen. Round in the corners, that's what I was going to do, wasn't I? If I was really interrupted. All it is that I've got, for some reason, I decided to get some new ones of those nozzles. Of course, then I decided to clean them. Right, so I'm going to... We need this, don't we, really? And I'm going to do the other side as well. And then we're going to... Well, actually, we could cut them off first, couldn't we? Could we? I don't know. Because we get those little things there. I'm going to cut them off first. Hopefully a bit in line with this. I suppose you could use a bigger punch. 2-inch punch might have been alright. Never thought about that, you know. As I don't. There we go. And then you glue. I would glue there and there. And these. Okay. And then flatten it again. Yeah, for some reason it bends up. Yeah, I'm not getting all my glue at this side again. Got my glue mat down. Yeah, glue mat down. That's unusual, isn't it? Right, where's me? I don't know where my glue thing is. Oh no, treacle. Is it treacle this time? Sounds like treacle this time. I've had Toriel not trying to get in as well, so let's have a look. I'll turn that over because I can't. I don't know where my glue cloth's gone. Unless that's it. Oh, there it is. Anyway, let's go. Right, so what I was going to do is, I usually glue it down there as an L, but because that's a journaling spot, I was thinking you could flip it, possibly that way, or even that way. Quite nice to flip out, wouldn't it? So all you need for a flip out is, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, I could do a 3.5 inches, I think, just under, piece of card stock. Remember, when I say card, I mean card stock. This is the UK, we don't say stock. Do something like this. Okay, so that's 3.5 by 1.5. Won't need all the 3.5, I don't think. Just needs folding in half or something. 3.5 by 1. Yeah, it's 3.5 by 1.5. That's right. Don't catch my nails. No. Yeah, normally, as I say, I just do an L shape, and I could use that as a tuck spot, but this time I'm going to do it like this. It'd be nice if you could actually see that as well. Yeah. So I'll leave it like that. And glue about 3/4 of an inch across. Or a bit less. I'm going to cut that bit off as well, so that needs to be adjusted. Must be about the same. Yeah, is that about the same, do you think? It is now. I'm going to cut that little tiny bit off there. Yeah, I hope I'm not cutting them. And then, so I'm doing this on camera again. I always do this, don't I? I think of another idea. It's a flippy bit. I think this makes a really nice little pocket idea anyway, whatever you like to do. Right, so I'm going to try and get this low down. See if I can get it evenish. Are we in? I've got it on quite. Oh, it's on 1 times. It's fine. So I haven't got it too far away, have I? No, we don't need to this bit that'd be glued into it. So you could do which side you like. I suppose it doesn't matter if it comes across there, but I quite like the idea of it flipping outwards like that. So that's a pocket there, and a journaling part there. Okay, and another journaling part there, and a pocket, and another journaling part there, and a flip. Right, what I do normally now is, and I'm going to do it again because I like it, and might do it with a different one this time though. Okay, so as I'm going to, these are the fish I'm talking about. Not keen. Right, okay. I mean, I do like the other. I like the other sides of them, but the fish are a bit. I don't know. It's fine. I always try and disguise them in some way. There we go. So now we've got the. I like to put along the edge. Never is exactly the right size. It's always very slightly different. I don't know whether to. I mean, you could. That's why I'm thinking sometimes you could, if you haven't got quite enough, or you cut it to the wrong size, you could always add a bit anyway. I'm going to add a bit anyway, just to cover this. Doesn't matter if you don't cover all of it, actually. Right then, let's have a look. I don't know how I'm going to cut it. How am I going to cut this? How am I going to cut it? Am I going to cut straight? I'm going to do it so it's quite a bit bigger. So you can't tell they're fish, can you now? Okay. I mean, you might like the fish, but I'm not. I love fish. I say I like fish. I like watching fish, but I don't know why. There's something about these fish I don't quite get or understand. Right. Okay, so is that about... Well, that's not too bad a match, actually. If I put them there-ish. There-ish, I'm going to cut off about there to make sure I get it all in. I need to cut this so it's a bit more straight. You can do it with a thingy, can't you, where you cut a... Yeah. And that bit will go here. Yeah. Oh, I've knocked that over probably with that thing. I wonder where it was. She was making, I know you probably can't hear my son, but he's copying the cat. She was making that weird noise one night. She was ow, ow. Oh dear. Right, there we go. So there we go. Okay, still doing it. Right, so I'm going to cut it straight across, see what happens, see if it looks okay. The other ones I've cut them off. Oh yeah, that one's not straight, is it? So should we do it slightly at an angle just to match that one? Then, because that one's too short, we match that an angle out. That's fine, isn't it? It's that way around. So that's that. And then I did another one for the other side, for this bit as well. So this is why I've done it all the way across. So I can do a bit for that as well. Yeah, it's not too bad, this bit. This little bit was very, very rough. So I'm going to glue. Oh, that matches that one. Let's So we do, I don't know which way we're doing it. Which way? Oh yeah, perhaps we could do it that way. Not. It might look a bit better. I'm not matching it. I didn't match it at all. It just happened to be those colours. Strangely. Right. Just going to put that way, aren't I? So that will go that way. That will go that way. Kids outside. Yeah. Okay. So that's pale. It is pale pink. It looks quite white. It's actually pale pink. I'm cutting it at a slight angle. I think it looks better straight, but there you go. Tiny little bit left. I think that looks really pretty. Like that. Okay. So now I've got that there, the pocket, the tuck spot here, that, and then I'm going to make an envelope for that one. But you know, if you don't know how to do envelopes, I've got a video on making envelopes without a maker, but if you've got a maker, you know how to do it. Make sure if you're not using the maker, use the card a tiny weeny bit bigger than the envelope you want. So I'm doing a 3x3. Right there, so I've discovered it's not. I don't know whether it's proper 3x3, but it's poking out with just that little bit. I don't know whether to leave it like that or not. Or doing another one. Or doing a flip. Could do a flip again, couldn't I? Because that could be another journaling spot, and I could put that there. So it might not look too bad then. That shouldn't be there anyway, so that should be there. Don't worry about that. Right, yeah, it's too big, so we could use it as a tuck, like a side pocket, so you could put something in there. Let's have a look, see how that wouldn't go beyond this. So that's an idea. Yeah, perhaps what I could have done at the beginning is perhaps made that a little bit shorter, and that moved them up a bit, and then still use that, because it would work. Yeah. Or I could actually add another piece of that, couldn't I, instead? But I don't know. That wasn't my intention, really. Right. This big. How much bigger than 3? Oh, it's quite a bit bigger. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit bigger than the 3x3. But I've had to do it like that because that's how that fits. If I do it this way around, it makes it an odd shape. It would fit better like that. Yeah, let's do a tuck. But I'm going to do a tuck along there and there, so we've got it going in that way. Right, so I'll put that there, look, making sure that doesn't interfere with this, and making sure that doesn't. I'm going to move it above actually the corner. Move it above that bit, and then like that. There you go. Let's do some gluing. Let's do some gluing. Let's do some bone folder in. That's the word, right? Okay. So I managed to put some blue in there now. I've got some purple as well. Right. So that's the flip. So this is the basically finished. I can borrow some of the other things to put in. Oh yeah, the embellishments on the front. I can do that on video another day actually. Anyway, let me just show you what I can put in. Right, okay, so I'm going to borrow the embellishments from the others. Oh yeah, look, some blue cards. I've decided that you should be able to journal on that. Possibly on that, but definitely on that side. On that side definitely. On that side definitely. And I'm going to show you where I'm going to put these. That's nice, that'll go in this as well. And then some more flowers. Flowery bits. Okay, so I have, I think that's the big bit, isn't it? So that's a, let's tell you the size of the card. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, just over 3 inch by, yeah, so 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 by the looks of it. That is. And that'll fit in there, and they are just little tabs. 1.5 by 1 3/4 inch, folded over and rounded. Okay, this one will go here. That one's a bit shorter, same width but shorter. That's if I haven't glued this together. Aha! I had actually. And that will go in there, so that we can journal on that. Both sides actually. And that's got the same tab. This, I don't think I put anything in there, but I've got these little things. I can put them in there, you can put tags in there, things like that. I've hidden some flowers. Flowers, you know, represent flowers. Circles that represent flowers. And that one. Oh, and that one. That goes with that. Okay, and then this one, I made a card using folded up piece of, I don't know, it must be less than 2. It must be, no, actually it's 3 by 6. So 3 by 6 across. And then I rounded the corners with a an actual one that ran, you know, an actual pattern. And that can go in there like that. Yeah, there we go. And that should close. I think this is a different shape. It's weird because I made them the same. These are the same measurements, but they're both different. And that doesn't quite fit in as well it does on the other one. And then you've got that at the back. Now, closure wise, I would, yeah, closure wise, you can round the corners. Oops, hold on. No, it's not doing it, is it? Let's turn it over. It says, I'm not going to round this corner. Why do you want me to round this corner? If I can do it, I can do it with the other one. If I can find it. It's the large. That's better, isn't it? Slightly better, that does. It's only because it wouldn't fit in. Right, so what I would do is make a... you can do that thing I did it with this. Was it this one I did it with? A charm, perhaps, with no closure. There's this idea with those on it. With a closure too. I'm just going to put one of these on, I think, for now. I'm going to obviously the front will need something, but let's have a look. Perhaps something like this. Put those on the front, couldn't we? But I'll show you how to make those in another video. Then I might put them on the front of this in the video. Okay. They're easy to make. And there's not rocket science, so it's going to be a very quick video. Right, so I've got this one, okay, 40" I think. Now, it's very difficult to see those small ones if you did it with a small. Well, what I'm going to do is put somewhere in the middle. I'm going to put a hole. So I'm going to grab this and make a hole I want it. Somewhere like in there. Let's see if that would do it. You think that's about, yeah, I think that's about the middle. You can measure it obviously and everything. But you can actually see this size. Through it, but you can't see through the small ones. I don't know what you expect it to do. I don't know. But I do like it. It's very, 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 very powerful. Yeah, heavy duty, that's the word, isn't it? It's heavy duty, that is. Right, so I'm going to get some tool, okay. I'm going to get some, I think I usually use about 24 inches for something like this. So a bit like that. Okay, and obviously we can do other things with it as well. You don't have to have a closure. Oh, where's the other one? Where's the first one? The first one I did. So it's back in this. Is it over here? There it is, like, yeah. So on the first one, I did this. I did a ribbon through there. Oh, that one's fallen out, so I didn't staple it in. And then I've done a little thing like that on the back to hold it in. It's just doubled over piece of card, hole punched, and then put through. That's what I've done on another video as well. Very similar. Right, okay, so then we can put that through there like that. I would do this. That's slightly longer. That on that side. and we're going to use this. It's so pretty, this is, but the thing is it's not finished, is it? So I'm going to finish it off on the other video now that way, because that's the way that will make it. See, that's the way you do it. That will make the bow, these two, and that's a Marcy bow. So thanks to Marcy. Okay, and you can have it as long as that. Actually, I did do it a little bit longer than 24, so perhaps actually I quite like that, the way that's dangling down. It's like a little thing, isn't it? Okay, so that's perfect now. You can make another hole and put some more stuff through. 5 holes would be great. Or just a little hole for a dangle, or anything you like that. Okay, so that'll do then. Okay, so I've just borrowed the other things from the other to show you. Now, okay, that could be journaling there, journaling here, here and here, and also here. I perhaps could have made that into a journaling spot too, but I quite like the cover, and I could have done that as a journaling spot as well, but I've just done it as a tuck that way round. Okay, little thing poking out, yeah. Or you could have flipped it out. There we go. So I do hope you like my little video today, my little content today. I do appreciate anybody who's given me a thumbs up today or in the past. Thank you so much. I'm always amazed by anything, and anybody who's subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. That is truly amazing too. And what else can I tell you? Oh, I've got some papers. I've got a couple of my papers on Ko-fi. The intention is because people can't see them on Facebook, because people don't have Facebook, but Ko-fi is available. I've got a link in the description. Those really nice papers I've done, sort of like that, those sort of things. Okay. Of course, I don't want to go, so I found it very difficult to say bye. But anyway, thank you so much, and bye. Apparently I've got to plug it in. But hopefully got all that. And goodbye.